Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Puteri NURSHAHIRA Azrul binti INDRA SHAHPRI, and I would like to present about introduction. Property consultant service is widely used in many developing countries, especially Malaysia. It is basically important in determining the best practical and affordable strategy to assist clients in achieving their goals. The property consultant serves as the intermediary between identifying the issue and coming up with a workable, economically beneficial solution. The duties of the property consultant consist of establishing and maintaining strong working relationship with legal counsel and other property consultants, viewing properties with clients, and carrying out service in order to gather information. There are a few steps of precondition to form a property consultancy firm. The first one is applied to the registrar in Form N. Each registered valuer, appraiser, and estate agent must submit an application to the registrar in Form N. In the second, schedule if they wish to practice valuation, appraisal, or estate agency under Section 23 of the Act. Form N will be submitted along with processing fee, memorandum of association, and articles of association for corporation or limited companies, and the partnership agreement for partnership business entity. And every application shall be accompanied by the proposed letterhead of the firm. And the second one is submission of application to the board. If the registrar is satisfied with the application fulfill of all of the requirements of Section 23, the registrar shall submit the application to the board and cause copies of it to be given to each board member. The board must make a decision on the application within 30 working days of the day it was submitted or copies were delivered. The third one is consideration of application. The board shall ensure the applicant is satisfied the ownership requirements as specified in Section 23 of the Act. The fourth one is notification of board's decision. Within 7 working days of the date of the decision, the registrar must send an ordinary postal notice to the applicant informing them of the board's decision. The next step is registration fee. Anyone whose application for registration as evaluation, appraisal, or estate agency firm has been granted must pay the registration fee specified in the third schedule within 14 working days of the date of notification. The last step is authority to practice as a firm. An authority must be issued in Form O by the registrar.
My name is NURUL binti IBRAHIM. Our company name is Amanah Harta & Co. This is our company logo. Amanah Harta & Co. is a partnership company established in 2021, registered under board. Amanah Harta & Co. offer valuation of property, market research, and property consultation. Amanah Harta & Co. also value all types of property such as commercial, residential, fire insurance, special property, and plant and machinery. There is 2 shareholders in this company, as the company is a partnership company. First shareholder or partner is Surveyor Haziruddin Encik Ahmad, which is a registered valuer, estate agent, and property manager. The second stakeholder is Kamisah Shanali, who is a probationary valuer. First stakeholder is members of a Royal Institution Surveyor Malaysia. He also graduated from Kingston, New Zealand, with an honor degree in urban real estate management. As for board of directors, there are 3 members in the board of directors, who is Surveyor Tazali Sheikh Mustafa as the executive director. Second is Surveyor Azrul Azrul bin Muhammad Fauzi, who is a managing director, and lastly is Surveyor binti IBRAHIM as the director of the company.
My name is KHATIJAH binti Mustafa. Next, I will proceed about registration procedure. So, to those who want to open their property firm, they must register under CCM, Company Commission of Malaysia, and under the board. So, the following are the flowchart of registration procedure. So, the first step to register, they must lodge company name search to the CCM. Step 2, they must do the appointment of list of director. Step 3, at least they must have 2 shareholders for the company. Step 4, they have to prepare the memorandum and articles of association. Step 5, they must have the minutes for the board of directors meeting. Next, they must identify the location of their registered office. Next, the board of resolution by the CCM will issue the company to open their bank account. Next is they must also prepare 5 certified documents for the registration. Next, they have to pay for the registration fee to the CCM. And next, they have to pay the stamping charges for memorandum and article of association. So that is the flow chart of registration procedure under CCM. Next is the registration procedure for the board. The first thing, they must do registration to the firm. So the applicant must fill in the form N and hand in the form to the registrar. There are a few fees that they must complete. Next is submission of application to the board. The registrar will hand in all the documentation of application to the board within 7 days. Next is the approval from the board. So if the board did not satisfy with the documentation that have been sent by applicant, then they will hand in back the document to be completed. If they satisfied, they will approve the application. And within 7 days, the registrar will announce the result to the applicant. Next is authority to practice. Within 14 days, applicant must pay charges and fee to the registrar, and after that, they are allowed and approved to practice their business. That's all from me. Thank you.
My name is Muhammad Azrul. Our valuation firm is located at 42A G Jalan Vervia 13, Lebuh Raya, Bandar Kasia 14100 Batu Kawan, Penang. The state of Penang was chosen because Penang is one of most developed state in Malaysia with increasing property construction due to high demand. This office is a 2-story shop office. It located facing the main road. Parking space provided is also adequate. The requirements set out in Malaysian Estate Agency Standard (MIAS) and Malaysia Companies Act 1965 must be fully complied. The requirement that need to be followed in determining the place and location of the registered office are in terms of the selected premises, signage and working hours. In terms of the selected premises, the premise must be approved by the local authority so that the premise can be carried out legally. The premise must located at permanent place. Then the selected location must consist of commercial zoning in providing property valuation services. Only registered firms are allowed to operate and no share is allowed with unregistered firms. As for the signage, it also has to comply with the rules set by the local authority and the board, as they want the signage to be same as other premises. Important information such as the name of firm and registration number must be displayed on the signage clearly. As for working hours, a premise must operate at least 3 hours a day according to the requirement that has been set. There are also exceptions in terms of working hour for such firms where they are allowed not to work on Saturday, Sunday and public holiday. Besides that, there are some criteria that need to be considered before the selection of premise location, such as competition, accessibility, rate of business and potential growth.
My name is NURUL binti MUSTAPA. So next I will present on the working space and the layout space plan. So as you can see, there are 2 layouts, which is the first floor and the second floor. So the first floor contains of the administration space. So this administration space is for the administration inquiries, and also the other space for the clients to wait for the staffs of the top management. Secondly, we have the discussion room. This discussion room is open for the public and also for the staff to discuss anything related to the works. And then we have the working space. This is working space for the staff, and also we have the pantry. The pantry, we prepare a pantry for the staff for the foods and also the drinks, and also this is one way for them to always focus in their task. Next is the second floor. So the second floor is full with the top management office. We have 5 offices, which is office 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then we have the meeting room. This meeting room is a room to discuss anything related to the objective, goals, mission and vision, short term and long term for the company's progress.
Next, I will explain about the office administration and staff recruitment. The first one is the board of directors and managing directors, a body of individuals chosen to serve as the stockholders' representative and to set corporate management related policies and decide on significant business matters. Next is the secretary of company. According to section 139 of the Companies Act, the company's secretary must be a member of a professional organization or hold a license from the Companies Commissions of Malaysia. The third one is the auditor of the company. The auditor of the company is a person whose responsibility it is to truly examine the accuracy of business records. And the last one is accountant. The accountant is a qualified employee with expertise in account preparation, auditing and analysis.
This is our organisation chart. Surveyor Muhammad Azrul bin Muhammad Fauzi as the Managing Director. Surveyor NURUL Atikah binti IBRAHIM as the Director. Surveyor Nur Iman SOLEHAH binti MUSTAFA as the Head of Valuation and Real Estate Department. And PUTERI NURSHAHIRA AZWA MEGAT NINDRA SHAHPRI as the Head of Financial Admin and HR Department. And lastly, KHATIJAH Sheikh MUSTAFA as the Head of Valuation and Property Consultation Department.
Example of forms, receipt and other relevant documents for business purposes. First one, there will be registration with the board of valuers, appraiser, estate agent and property managers. First form is Form N, application for registration and authority to practice as a registered firm. Second, partnership agreement. Third, Form S, application for search of registered of firms. And fourth, Form P, application for renewal of authority to practice as a firm. There will also registration with Companies Commissioner Malaysia, SSM. First one is PNA 42, form application of company name. Second one, business registration form, which is Form A. And last one is Form D, business registration certificate.
Next is the marketing plan in order to become panel of valuer for the financial institution such as Maybank, Public Bank, MBank and others. So why the marketing is very important? Marketing is very important because it can give the opportunity for us and also expand our company and reach the target market. So why become a panel of valuer is important for us. In become a panel of valuers, compromise and also promising us to have a consistent profit and also have a consistent project. So this can make our company much more established. So first, why is the marketing plan? Is to broaden a portfolio based on the trust and also excellent reputation. So our strategy to make our company is to broaden the portfolio. What is the portfolio? Portfolio is the process of selecting, prioritize, controlling and organizations, programs and projects in accordance with the strategic goals and also capacity to deliver. So for example, the portfolio for the valuation is we value not only for the development but also for the machinery. And then secondly is knowledgeable and experience in managing the valuer duty. So why the experience is very important? The experience is very important for the bank to establish a high bar in selecting the firm. They have established this high standard for them to choose the firm. So with this, our knowledgeable and experience in conducting evaluations can make us to become a top for them to be chosen as the panel of valuer. And also the company staff must handle the development of valuations, including the machinery, and also this will help the companies obtain bank involvement. Thirdly is engage on social media. Nowadays, social media is not a rare for us. Everyone uses social media. So why not we use this opportunity to to be active in social media such as Twitter, Facebook and also the TikTok. By sharing the knowledge and the contents that can benefit others, we also can make our company much more popular and much more be known by the others. So by this, we can expand our target market and also we can reach the clients out of the state. For example, from the Perak, from the Kelantan and others. And then last but not least is introduce the virtual valuations meeting. As we know, even though now we live in the endemic era, but some of the people still traumatized to go outside and to meet other people. So by introducing the virtual valuation meetings, it can facilitate us to communicate with the others, such as with the clients. And also this is one of the uniqueness for us to tackle the bank, for them to involve with us and make us as the panel of valuer. So some of the prospective panel clients that can be obtained from the financial institution, such as of course the financial institutions such as Maybank, Public Bank, MBank and others. Next is the developer. The developer also need our expertise to value some of their development. Thirdly is the state government. The state government also need our expertise to valuing some of the government development and also government's working. Last but not least, consistency is the key to the marketing success. To differentiate ourselves from others, we must always be original and also unique. This may entice clients to collaborate with us. Aside from that, a dedicated and honest job may ensure the company to sustain and can handle any future challenge.
In a nutshell, to set up a new company, whether in the valuation field or property management and estate agent, is required a lot of rules need to be followed to make sure our company is eligible to run a practice and company. After all, the requirements have been followed, then we can register under the board and run the company. As for Amanah, Harta and Co, all the condition and rule has been followed in order to make sure to smooth the process of registration under the board. That's all. Thank you.